So one of the most exciting days as an NFL football fan is draft day. I always love getting to see whenever college players, the top college players that are eligible for the draft, get to go to their new teams. And so today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 picks of the NFL draft. But we're going to talk about that here in a 3, a 2, a 1. What is going on, everyone? Soss here with the First Round By Show, where we bring you all football all the time. And the time is currently 10:47 p.m. that I am recording this. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the top 5 picks. And the reason why we're going to talk about just the top 5 picks is because I want to save the other talk for whenever I have my co-host here. He is indisposed, predisposed, something like that. So, but with all that being said, we're going to just jump right into it. First off, check this out. You see this? Brand new logo from the Titans. I actually did not purchase this from the official site. I actually got a patch, had my mom go ahead and patch this, put the patch on this hat, and so I have my very own Titans customized hat. Pretty excited about this. So one thing that was cool is that the Titans had a top 5 pick, so I figured why not go ahead and wear the hat, because I'm going to be talking about the Titans a little bit too. So we're going to start off at number 1. So number 1, to nobody's surprise at all, Fernando Mendoza goes number 1 overall to the Cincinnati Raiders. That's right. He went to the Raiders. And in all honesty, I think it's going to be a pretty good pick. I think that he played phenomenally. He was amazing in at least his last year of college. Now, granted, here's the thing. I didn't watch a whole lot of college ball last year, and I meant to. I wanted to, but I got to the point where I just wasn't watching it for whatever reason. But whenever the draft comes around, I started trying to familiarize myself with all these different prospects because I love the draft. But Mendoza played out of his mind. I think he's going to be a pretty good franchise quarterback. He's going to a Raiders team that already has quite a bit of talent on that offense. So I think that he can at least take them to potentially, if he has a good rookie season, then he could potentially take them to, I don't know, maybe a 500 record. I don't think they're going to be knocking on the door to the playoffs, but you never quite know. They do have quite a bit of talent on that offense now with Genty and Bowers and everything. I think it's going to be a good pickup. I was really happy for them, really happy for him. He seems like a good kid, so which makes me feel really old saying that now, so it's kind of weird. But at number 2, there was a lot of speculation as to what the New York Jets were going to do. And part of that is just because there was 2 very highly rated edge players. So David Bailey from Texas Tech and Arvell Reese, which I believe he is an Ohio State Buckeye. And by the way, the Buckeyes, gosh, they had so many quality players that were in this draft. It's insane. But there was big talks of who would be going number 2. There's a whole lot of smoke and mirrors, which is basically every draft season anyway. But the New York Jets ended up going with David Bailey, who's probably the best pure rusher in this entire class. Dude is incredibly quick. He reminded a lot of people of, like, say, a Dwight Freeney. And I think that that's amazing. I think that he is going to do such a good job for the Jets. An amazing addition to the defense. It was one of those things where I was actually kind of hoping that he would end up falling to the Titans, but he did not end up falling to the Titans. But yeah, so I think that he was a great pickup there. I thought it was interesting that Arvell Reese was supposed to be the potential pick there. Ended up not being the pick. So now we come to number 3, which was the Arizona Cardinals. A lot of people thought that they were going to try to trade down, which they ended up sticking and picking. They needed help in a lot of places. But what was interesting is they ended up taking the player that a lot of people believe was the greatest player in this draft, which was Jeremiah Love. I was a big fan of Jeremiah Love. I was really hoping that the Titans were going to get the opportunity to possibly get him. He just dynamic. He's going to be another Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to have that kind of an effect on offense. And it was kind of interesting that they ended up going with Jeremiah Love, since they also, I was thinking that they were possibly going to go like maybe even quarterback, even though that would have been very, very high to take. The second quarterback, which would be Ty Simpson, which actually went later on. But I don't know, for whatever reason, it felt weird that they were taking because they don't really have that franchise quarterback. They do have Jacoby Brissett, who played pretty well last year. But they don't have that franchise quarterback. So you would think that they would be gearing up for maybe having a franchise quarterback. But Jeremiah Love, incredible talent. He's going to elevate that offense pretty well. He's going over to a team that actually has some pretty decent weapons with Michael Wilson and Marvin Harrison Jr. We're waiting to see if he does anything, if he ends up, producing and everything, because he was highly touted coming out of college. But we'll see how that goes. I really like this pick for the Cardinals, and even though I was a little upset because I was really looking at Jeremiah Love for the Titans, it's okay. It's all right. I will be following his career, though, because dude is an incredible player, and I just want to see how he does. He's probably going to be one of the top picks in fantasy football, to be honest. So now we go to pick number 4, which is my Tennessee Titans. This is the first year that we just unveiled new uniforms, a new logo, all that good stuff. So it's an exciting time. And I was surprised because I looked at the board and I noticed that Arvell Reese was still there. And I was like, oh, there's zero chance we're taking anybody else but Arvell Reese because we need edge help. They shocked a lot of people and ended up taking Mr. Carnell Tate, which I was absolutely happy about because I think he's going to be an amazing player. Dude is he's kind of like Joe Alt was last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember when he was picked, but Joe Alt was very, very, very safe. Like, he had an extremely high floor. Not really sure about the ceiling, but Carnell Tate, a lot of people gave him a lot of hell because of the fact that he was the number 2 wide receiver behind Jeremiah Smith, who is probably the greatest prospect to come out of football as a wide receiver in a very, very, very long time. Dude is probably one of the greatest, like, pure football players on the planet right now, to be honest. He's super highly touted. Has even a potential for next year to possibly even go number 1 overall. Dude's that talented. But Carnell Tate is nothing to scoff at, I would say. Dude has a high catch rate. Catches everything thrown to him. He has a high amount of yards per catch. I think it was like 17 yards was his average, which is insane. He is an ex-wide receiver. So what that means is he plays on the boundary. So he's an outside wide receiver. He can be a number 1. I believe that he can be a number 1. Like, the dude literally, he runs super crisp routes, and he came from wide receiver university, which is Ohio State. So I think that the dude is going to be incredible, and I think that he's going to really elevate the game of Cam Ward, which is one thing that we were looking at because before that, part of the reason why I wanted Jeremiah Love was so I could have somebody that, was a good fit to help out Cam and elevate him because our offense was putrid last year. But our number 1 pick from last year is getting some help from Carnell Tate. One big knock on him is that he doesn't really have, like, people knock him for his deep speed because he ran like a 4.5 40. I'm not really worried about that because all the tape that I've seen has that dude just absolutely just destroying coverages because of his route running. And he's getting all the separation stuff. So you don't always need insane speed to be able to get open. So I think that that's going to be a very, very good pickup for us. I'm excited to see what that wide receiver room looks like, because now you got Carnell Tate, Calvin Ridley, Wan'Dale Robinson, with Cam Ward at the helm. Still not overly happy about the running back room, but there's still more draft to go. They could still make some moves, but excellent pick in my opinion. I think he's going to be incredible. Definitely the best wide receiver in the draft. So, and then rounding out to pick 5, Arvell Reese goes to the New York Giants, which is an interesting thing. That defense has the potential to be very, very nasty. Absolutely nasty. Arvell Reese can do a lot of stuff from the linebacker position. He's extremely fast, extremely athletic. Dude's going to be a monster on that defense. He's going to really, really help out that defense. And like I said, if we didn't go offense, then I wanted Arvell Reese as either defensive end or just a rushing linebacker, just because the dude is incredible. He can play all the linebacker spots. My guess is that they'll probably use him on the outside so that he can rush the passer quite a bit, but he can also cover tight ends and running backs and stuff like that. Dude is incredible. That the whole Ohio State defense was just absolutely insane. But we also thought that this was a possible place that Sonny Styles was going to go. He didn't end up going to the Giants, so but I do think that Reese is going to completely elevate that defense and make it extremely nasty. Now they got Abdul Carter last year. Dude was a beast. So that Giants team is on the up and up, and we actually talked about that before, how they could be a sleeper team that could do really, really well this coming up season. So with all that being said, that was my thoughts on the top 5 draft picks. So hop down in the comment section below. Let us know what you think of the top 5 picks. Did any of them stand out to you? Are you a little bit concerned with any of them? Do you think that certain players shouldn't have gone to certain teams? Do you think that, I don't know, the Cardinals should have picked somebody else, or the Giants should have picked somebody else? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you drop a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for post notifications so anytime we post videos. The draft is still going on. We're going to still be throwing out our thoughts in other videos about the draft and everything, so you won't want to miss it anytime we post videos. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the links in the description. Takes you to our merch, all the other ways to listen to us and stuff. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.